Hello and welcome to another Arkis video and to a new daily race A on Gran Turismo 7. And if you are having some sort of a weird flashback, it is because we had the exact same race for exactly 3 months ago. And not even that, the two other races, race B and race C, are also the exact same races and settings. So honestly, polyphony, you can do better. Anyway, we are at Lago Maggiore, we are in the Daihatsu Copen, and let's just jump straight into the first race, which was a bit of a dodgy one. So as usual, this is the first available slot of the week, and we are starting from the back. We've got Chicken Angel on pole position. I've put on traction control, I don't really think you need it, and I have forgotten at the start that you actually have to short shift this a little bit, so I don't get the best run out of the gates, but we are coming up towards the first hairpin, the first critical corner, and it might be an advantage for me to be back here. We've already got some door banging going on, and you'll see the German driver going for a revenge punt and dive there. Luckily we've got a car ghosted. I'm trying to sneak my way through here, and yeah, you can see I exited the hairpin in 3rd gear. That is the fastest way to do it. Here I am braking a tiny bit and then up to 4th gear to get a good run out of here. I am managing to get alongside the Spanish driver, and since I don't have to upshift to 4th gear, we are pulling away. But now we are coming into this tricky corner, and I can see I've got a car coming up the inside. I saw him, and as I was trying to get a good line, I missed that the red car also went for a dive. So I cut him off a bit there. I didn't expect a dive from that far back, but I didn't see him, so that was my mistake. But that's not the last we will see to that Spanish driver in the red car. We are carrying on, not leaving me that much space on the inside. I am going to leave him space on the right hand side, and we are coming into the hairpin again. I am trying to make it nice and safe. We are actually going through here side by side, so all is good. It's not all that terrible all the time. And once again, we are coming towards this right-hander down the hill, looking for the orange barrier as a reference of some sort. I've got the Spanish driver right behind me. And yeah, we just keep it on the track. If you run a bit too wide, you will get dirty tires, and that will be tricky coming into the next corner. We are behind the German, looking for that change on the curb on the left-hand side. Ooh! And once again, you can see the Spanish driver goes for a dive and completely unable to even stop the car, so I just get shoved out the way. At this point, I was beginning to get a bit annoyed with this driver, but we carry on. We are coming through the first corners, just trying to straight line it and keep it together. Once again, I'm expecting everything to happen into this hairpin, and we've got another dive. I'm trying to do the cutback, but I'm going into the back of him, and as I was trying to exit in 3rd gear, you can see I lost my momentum there. Maybe we will gain it back a bit, but yeah, that was just unlucky. And we're coming into this corner, and yeah, he is braking a bit more than I expected, so I am a bit stuck at the moment, but that's my problem. I chose to start from the back. We're coming through the final corner up the hill. The yellow car is rejoining really aggressively, maybe by accident, I don't know. There was room for him, but there was still contact. And I am behind the Spaniard now. I would really like to see if I can do something with this race, but unfortunately I cut the track there, so that's a penalty for me. That's a bit unfortunate. We are coming in to the hairpin. I'm going for the wide line. The Spaniard is just going for the push to pass. I might be wrong, but it looks a bit like he's not really doing that big of an effort to try to race clean here. I'm on his inside, and I am aware he might, yeah, he goes for the dive once again. To be fair, he made it work this time, and I have a penalty anyway, so I am going to lose some positions. It's a bit tricky to get somewhere in this first race, but that's just how it goes. I'm dropping down to P9 at the moment, and yeah, a bit wobbly on the entry into this corner, and once again just going into the back at the most crucial moment coming up the hill. I lost the momentum. I was trying to make the car pull up the hill in 4th gear, as I am suspecting that is the fastest way to go. But if you lose momentum, the car just dies. I had to downshift. We are on lap 5 now, making our way through the sweeping corners at the start, and let's see, we've got some stuff going on out of the hairpin. Once again, I just tapped the rear of P8 there and lost a bit of momentum, but we still keep it going. We've got the Spaniard behind us now. I'm having a look in the mirror. We've seen him make a dive into this corner many times now, but we make it through, and I also get a good run on the TCR liveried car. Here we're coming down the hill. The Spaniard has got a good run. He didn't get his speed compromised through the corner by going side by side. And as we come into the final corner, he makes a crazy move around the outside, almost a bit impressive. He's also running wide, so I get the run up the hill. And we are back up into P7. Unfortunately, I brake too late. I go into the back of Nano here, and that was definitely my mistake. I'm waiting to let him move on, and the Spaniard is just taking full advantage of everything here. So now he is on my inside, and let's see if we can make it around this corner. Now he is going into the back of me. I get pushed wide, and I get pushed wide once again. So at this point, I'm not really in that good of a mood anymore. We're coming down the hill. I'm getting a good run on him, and unfortunately, I am getting a completely wobbly entry into this corner, and yeah, it all gets a bit clumsy. The Spaniard is running wide. I had a chance to get a good run, but my corner was bad as well, and you can see by my swerving at the end of the race that I am a bit frustrated at this point. So I'm definitely going to set a qualifying time for the second race. So let's just get out of this one. You can see me typing in the post-race chat there. And this is my best qualifying attempt between the two races. Lifting a bit to get the car turned into the first part of these sweeping corners, then just trying to straight line this, braking at the start of the curb on the left, using 3rd gear for the exit. It feels slow, but the car will pull out of there, and you are avoiding a very slow gear change from 2nd to 3rd. I'm using the orange barrier as a sort of reference. After that, maybe a bit exiting in 4th gear, abusing everything I can of that track limit on the inside. And now we're coming down the hill, and I'm looking for the end of the gray curb on the left hand side as a reference. And then you just have to be careful on the brake, because the car can really get unstable. I'm using 3rd gear to get the car pointed where I want it, but back up to 4th. And once again, this is one of those corner exits where you think this might be slow, but I am suspecting 4th gear is the fastest. We'll see when we get further on in the week. I get a 1:04.771, and we enter the second race of the video. Now I've got Chicken Angel right behind me, so I know I can trust him, but I hope we can make it past the first hairpin without it all goes full ping pong and pinball and bowling, all that lovely stuff. So I am a bit nervous. I'm braking where I'm supposed to, but I'm turning in a bit too narrow, hit that sausage curb. Chicken Angel survived as well, and already at this point, Chicken Angel and myself are starting to pull away a bit. And let's get through this corner, really chopping off a lot of the inside. I am getting a wrong angle, running wide, so I will have a nice set of dirty tires when we come into the final corner down the hill here. And yeah, we already starting the honking concert. So can we keep the car stable using 3rd gear up to 4th gear? Make sure I don't run wide on the exit. And yeah, we are alive coming up the hill. And yeah, it looks like third gear when you're coming up the hill that it's faster, but then you have to upshift to fourth. Again, we'll have to see that as the week goes on. And we are jumping ahead in this one just when we get past the hairpin. I think I'm doing a better job this time. Yeah, not hitting the sausage curb, exiting in third gear, and we are off. And at the end of this lap, I just started working off some time. Yeah, that was lap 2. That doesn't really count. But yeah, I'm really abusing track limits the best I can and trying to stay on the track. This is too narrow coming up the hill, so I am going to run wide. That's going to cost me some time. We've still got Chicken Angel behind us. He is hanging on, and we are going across the line and improving the lap time once again. And as we are about to jump a bit further ahead, we are chopping off a bit more time, and this is just before starting final lap. So let's see what's going on. Can we make it through here? Chicken Angel is 1 second behind. He has been hanging on to me for the entire race. Let's make it around the hairpin, avoid that sausage. It will make this tiny car jump. And yeah, once again, pulling out of there in third gear. And now we're coming up towards the downhill right-hander, looking at the orange barrier as a reference. And this time I'm really taking a lot of that corner. It's a bit ridiculous how much you can take out of that corner. And coming into the final corner, up to fourth gear, trying to get a nice pull up the hill, and
eventually
we make it across the finish line for this second race. So that was the end of this one. We managed to get a win in the second race, a nice race with Chicken Angel. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you next time. Bye bye.